But from the very beginning, when Amber Heard was testifying, everything just seemed so off with how she kept making eye contact with me, and it made me extremely uncomfortable to where I would no longer look over at her when she was giving her answers. I would just listen intently, and everything she was saying came off like bullshit.
Before we get into today's video, I do want to let you guys know that this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope you all have had a wonderful week. I hope everybody's gearing up for the Father's Day weekend, which is Sunday. Y'all didn't forget, right? We got to honor our fathers and our grandpas and our uncles and all that good jazz. I also want to give a little bit of extra love and shout out to everybody out there that has lost their father, and also everybody that has lost a child and is a father. I know that Father's Day can be a painful reminder, so just want to give you guys some extra love as well. So in this video today, we are going to be talking about this jury that has done spoken out. Before we go any further, I did want to stop and thank today's sponsor, ExpressVpn. A VPN is a virtual private network, and with you having ExpressVpn, it is the easy and most efficient way for you to keep your data and your identity safe. As you connect to a secure VPN server, your internet traffic goes through an encrypted tunnel that nobody can see into, including hackers, the government, and your internet service provider. Now, my favorite way to use ExpressVPN, other than obviously keeping my data safe, is because I am able to unlock shows in other countries that I can't see here in my own country in the US. And let me show you guys how I do it. It's so super easy, and a show that you should be watching. So, ExpressVPN, here's my app right here. All I gotta do is open it. I am connected to the UK because I wanna watch a show that is over there. Boop. Turn it on. Now I'm connected and my data is safe, but here's the double whammy. Now I'm gonna go into Netflix and Meet, Marry, Murder. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is a documentary or a show about people who meet their lovers, marry their lovers, and then somebody doesn't make it out alive in the end. It is so good, but this is not on Netflix here in the US, so I'm so thankful that I have ExpressVPN because it unlocks it for me in the UK and I can watch it over there. If you want to keep your data safe and get all the other benefits that comes along with having ExpressVPN, all you gotta do is go to expressvpn.com/Christina Randall and find out how you can get 3 free months today. Thanks again, ExpressVPN. Now, I'm gonna try to make this quick, you guys. I wasn't planning this video today because I am about to get on a plane here in a few minutes and head on over to Texas so I can sweat over there with y'all again like I'm not sweating enough here in Florida. Like, holy moly, it's hot. But I saw this morning on Good Morning America, and we have to talk about it. So what I think is the jury is done. The jury members are done sitting back at home watching Amber get her butt up there in these interviews and make it seem like it was not her or the evidence that made them decide in the way that they decided. So before we get into it though, I do want to let you guys know that this video is all based on public information that's out there and all filtered through my opinion, my very, very unprofessional opinion. Please go do your own research, form your own opinion, but just do not show hate to anybody. So we're gonna talk about this little Good Morning America clip right here and what they had to say, and we're gonna go over that. And then I'm gonna tell y'all about something else. So make sure you stay to the end.
You know, this trial had the whole world watching and debating every question, every claim. And this morning, we have exclusive insight into what the jury was thinking. Now, we agreed not to reveal his identity or juror number, so you won't see his face or hear his voice, but he revealed a lot about how these multi-million-dollar decisions were made.
So what happened is allegedly a jury member called into Good Morning America, or they got a hold of him, or somehow, some way or another, this jury member got connected with Good Morning America. Now, I have to believe that Good Morning America did their research and made sure this was actually a jury member, right? They're not going to just take any old Joe Schmo that calls up there and says anything. But this jury member did want to be left anonymous. So let's hear what they had to say.
New details from the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial from a member of the jury who says a lot of Amber's story didn't add up, and the majority of the jury felt she was more the aggressor.
So right there, you guys heard that the juror that spoke to ABC or Good Morning America said that the jury believed that Amber was more of the aggressor. And that's actually what I believe as well. And I was thinking about doing a video for you guys because I haven't done this and just telling y'all what I actually think happened between the two. If you want to hear just like a little video of me telling y'all my full opinion on what I think really happened behind closed doors, let me know down below and we can do that. As far as this Good Morning America release, the jury member did not say, we think Johnny was an angel and never did anything wrong. The words were, they thought that Amber was more of the aggressor. I found that interesting.
The juror, one of 5 men on the 7-person jury, said Heard's emotional testimony was not realistic. The crying, the facial expressions that she had, the staring at the jury, all of us were very uncomfortable. She would answer one question and she would be crying, and 2 seconds later she would turn ice cold. Some of us use the expression crocodile tears.
Wow, so they seen that too. You know, because I was concerned what the jury was thinking, because although all of us were like, oh my gosh, you know, I'll be honest with y'all, I'm a sucker for tears. I just am. If I see somebody getting emotional, anything they've done, it completely disarms me. Forget everything that you've done to me. Let me, you know, and so I was concerned with the jury. Like, what were they thinking as this woman is up there, you know, hyperventilating? But they were seeing exactly what we were seeing.
On Depp's side, a lot of the jury felt what he was saying at the end of the day was more believable. He just seemed a little more real in terms of how he was responding to questions. His emotional state was very stable throughout.
That is also interesting because that is what a lot of us saw as well, too. I mean, you know, it's crazy because Amber constantly tries to throw up that Johnny's an actor, Johnny's an actor. But just like we talked about in the other video, these people don't just get up and just act. I mean, have you ever been to a live play? I mean, it's very different than watching a movie when the movie magic happens, where the music is added in the background and where you can stop and do different takes and get different angles and adjust the lighting, versus actually being on the stand for the world to see and everybody watching. It's a totally different ball game.
The juror said the revelation Heard had not donated her $7 million divorce settlement to charity was a fiasco for her.
Ah, yes, they saw it just like we saw it. And you know, I've been thinking a lot about this lately, especially since we've seen her do that interview and talk about the whole like donation versus pledge type of thing. Why couldn't Amber just say, even in that interview that she just did with the Today Show, why couldn't she say, yeah, that was a bad choice of words? I mean, in my everyday life, I use pledge and donate synonymously, but dang, that was real stupid. I shouldn't have done that. She could not even say that. She could not even say that her choice of words were dumb or wrong. Instead, she tried to bring it back around with saying, I shouldn't have even had to donate that money. I shouldn't have even had to. Like, that's why I began to wonder if her personality trait goes beyond what Dr. Curry even said.
She goes on a talk show in the UK. The video shows her sitting there telling the host that she gave all that money away. And the terms she used in that video clip were, I gave it away. I donated it. It's gone. But the fact is, she didn't give much of it away at all.
Well, she didn't technically say in that interview that I heard, okay, unless they heard a different clip than I did, and they may have more information than we have, but I didn't hear her say, like, I gave it away, it's gone. I did hear her say that I donated it, you know, the whole $7 million in its entirety. That's what she said. So I don't know, it doesn't really matter. It all meant the same exact thing, but I can just see Amber and her side jumping on those words in order to, because you know, that's what they seem to have done during this trial. They jump on the littlest, minute, like most unvaluable pieces of information, like they were starving for something. So I can see them really trying to pick this apart now, because remember, Amber's attorney Elaine came out the day after the verdict and started talking about, how could they not, talking about the jury, okay? She talked about it in a little bit more of a negative tone, in my opinion. The public went wild, like, why would you say that, Then Amber comes on and tries to say the same thing, but in a very nice tone, like trying to clean it up. These jury members are sitting around watching all these interviews and they're like, this is getting old, okay? This is getting really old here.
He also disputed Heard's attorney's claim the jury was influenced by social media, saying, "We followed the evidence. Myself and at least 2 other jurors don't use Twitter or Facebook. Others who had it made a point not to talk about it."
At least 2 of the other jury members don't use Twitter or Facebook. Now, everybody's got Facebook, just about. Mine and my husband's 86-year-old Grandma Lee. Hey, Grandma Lee. Honey, she's on Facebook every day, okay? My grandma, who is 81, she's all over Facebook commenting under my stuff, telling me when I need to change my shirt and telling me, oh, I love this, I love that. Oh my gosh, shave your beard. You know, like that's my grandma. She's on there gossiping and everything. And she's 81 years old. So there's 2 of these jury members that don't even have a Facebook, and this jury member said the ones that had it made a point not to talk about it. Like, oh, Amber is steaming right now. I don't want to kick Amber when she's down, but her attorney came out and did the PR lap, putting everybody down, in my opinion. And then Amber's come out, like, and by the time y'all are seeing this, I'm sure the whole entire interview of Amber came out. I wonder what all's going to be in it, y'all. Probably just going to be some more mess.
He said, ultimately, what I think is truthful was that they were both to each other. I don't think that makes either of them right or wrong, but to rise to the level of what she was claiming, there wasn't enough or any evidence that really supported what she was saying. He added that he believed Johnny did not hit Amber.
Wow, he said that there wasn't enough or any evidence to support what she was claiming. Dang. And to think that all of this could have gone away had she just taken her $7 million, her Range Rover, her 2 dogs, all the other stuff that she had, went on and lived her life. And then there's that other element. I know people, you know, that would say, well, you can speak out if what you're saying is true. Now, real quick before I wrap this up, if y'all heard that little clip in the beginning, I don't want to play too much of it because this person has deleted their videos on TikTok and maybe they don't want their voice out there at this point. But that is a clip of a man that was claiming to be a jury member that was speaking out on TikTok not too long after the trial was done. I believe his first video said that today was my last day as a jury member on the Johnny Depp trial. He never showed his face. He was very, in my opinion, this person, fair in the things that he said. He sounded like he was real and he was there, okay? And he also didn't say anything negative or bad about Amber Heard, like he wasn't ugly, but he just kind of talked about what they were thinking in the jury room. And he said that, and again, I don't know if this person is real or not, but just wait for a second. He said that there were some of the jury members that wanted to give Johnny the whole $50 million. And then he also said that a couple jury members just didn't really know. They were kind of on the fence. So in order to compromise, that's how they ended up with that amount of money for Johnny Depp, because some people wanted to give it all to him. Some were just kind of, it seems weird. I think they were both messy. And so that's how they ended in the middle. He also said that he was not on social media the whole entire time because of all this, and that all of the jury members took their jobs very seriously. Now, I never spoke out about this. There was other videos that went around on YouTube. A bunch of people were sending me those as well, because I just didn't know. And it was right after the trial, and it felt kind of like, oh my gosh, please don't say anything that's going to mess this up. But the person didn't. They sounded like they were doing exactly what they were supposed to. But eventually they ended up taking all the videos down for whatever reason. Now, I bring that up because the things that jury member on TikTok said are dang near identical to what just came out. So it does make me and one of my friends were talking about it this morning. It makes us wonder if it's that same jury member. And if it is, that really makes me feel like the jury member that y'all heard that first little clip of in this video was really on the jury, because I just have to believe that ABC did their research. I mean, come on, this is too big and too huge. They double checked their resources, I'm sure. And I do hope that more of them will come forward and just tell us what they thought. Even if they, disagree with some of the things that the masses says, it would be nice. They're going to have opportunities to write books later and all of that, and I encourage them to do so if that's what they want to do. I mean, shoot, they invested their time away from their jobs and their families, and it was probably stressful, and it makes you wonder what they saw. Like, did they see the 6 blocks of fans that Amber said there was? I didn't see 6 blocks of fans, but maybe it was 6 blocks of fans. What did they see? How long were the days? What did they see in between? Could they hear Amber and her attorneys arguing in the back like some of the people that were in the courtroom said that they heard? There was a time a couple weeks ago where allegedly some people that were in the courtroom heard Elaine yell at Amber and say, if you don't like the way I'm defending you, you can effing defend yourself. That's alleged. I wasn't there. I wonder what they thought about Dr. Curry, everybody's favorite forensic psychologist. I wonder what they thought about Dr. Hughes. Oh my gosh, I have so many questions. I hope they come out with it later when they're comfortable. What do you guys think? Do y'all think that this was real? Do y'all think that this basically sounds super fair and professional? That's what I think. Happy Father's Day to all of my fathers out there. Thank you guys for being here. We couldn't do it without you, literally. And I'll see you guys next week. Love you guys. Bye.
We are dreamers.